Hello and welcome to Center for Victory's podcast of Your Best Day Yet. I'm Eric Guy, the Chief Victory Officer here, where we're here to help people personally and professionally. Back by popular demand, have people ask me, it's getting bad now when I walk into places and people say, how's your daughter? So yeah, I should say that's getting good, especially what we're going to talk about today. We're going to have a little bit of fun today here. So Faith is my daughter, our Chief Joy Officer. We're getting around the holidays, so a lot of times my favorite holiday is actually July 4th because I prefer to blow things up. But sometimes I can be kind of a Scrooge or what Buddy and Elf would say, a cotton-headed nitty-mungans.
You almost got it right.
Yeah, I almost got it right. Cotton-headed nitty-mungans. So that's close enough because I'm going to keep watching it. So what I'm going to do is I really like that movie. I think it's hilarious. It's not Faith's favorite. So I thought I would just pull some quotes out of there today, and hopefully we can get some lessons from Buddy, especially I think we do need it now on a serious note with the way things are just coming out of COVID. There's still a lot of insecurity and fear around that, how our country is, we've got wars going on around the world. So it's a good time to reflect and spread some holiday cheer and some joy to other people, even when times may look a little bleak. So what we're going to do is we're going to call this Lessons from Buddy, Faith.
Yay!
Okay. So the first one that Buddy says from the movie Elf is treat every day like Christmas. All right. And I think we kind of do that at home in our family. But what does that mean to you?
I guess when I think of Christmas, I think of just like being joyful. And I know for my brother and his wife, and I think all of our words of the year were joy. We all have a word of the year. I say that like it's normal for people to have. But my word this year has been joy, and trying to make every day joyful, or even just having the choice of having like a joyful mindset. And what we talked about in the last episode, or one of the last episodes, I get to do this instead of I have to do this. I think if you treat every day as Christmas, you're just joyful for existing and breathing and getting opportunities, whether they kind of stink or not. So I don't know. I think that's my general take on. Okay. I love Christmas too, so I feel like if I can think more about Christmas, I'll probably be happier anyway.
Okay. One of the things that we can do, and again, a quote from Buddy, from Elf, you have such a pretty face. You should be on a Christmas card.
Did you feel like he was saying that to you?
Yeah, I did. So, what does that mean to you? I mean, a compliment, right? I know it was funny on the Elf, but this is a good way to spread some holiday cheer, right?
Yeah, and I think I was kind of thinking a second ago, it's also about giving. And when we continue to give to others, we have more of a joy to us. And when we give compliments, there's so much power in being like, oh my gosh, you're just the most fantastic. But doing that in such a specific manner, because I know we talk about this at school, that other teachers and I just trying to compliment students on specific things, trying to compliment people on specific things. It doesn't just happen in a classroom or happen just during Christmas. It happens anywhere you can make it happen. So I like that. I guess I like that quote because it's specific, and I love quotes. I think it's good, or I love compliments. So I think it's good to give those that are specific. That makes me think of Christmas.
Okay, good. Now you did say you like that quote from Buddy. So this is I know, because I've already watched it twice this year.
You've watched it twice? Goodness gracious.
One of the other quotes in there is you can sing alone, you can sing in front of people. There's no difference.
Nice. I don't like that one as much.
Okay.
Maybe I should have rated them from the beginning.
Yeah.
I do think, I have like real experience because I used to lead our worship team on Westminster's campus. And, I was horrified to sing in front of people because you're just afraid of what they're going to think. Mm-hmm. But like, you can't control what people are going to think. If they think you're bad, you're still making a joyful noise. So, I think even just in the general scheme of things with this quote and the idea of it is, even though you can do something alone, it's sometimes best to do it maybe with people or in front of people just to help other people, I guess.
Or for people. I mean, when I'm thinking that, I'm like, there's a lot of things I can do alone, but I might be afraid of doing them from somebody else. Or even in a family, I know a lot of times we might not say how we're feeling, right? Or just to say something like, "Hey, I'm proud of you. I love you. I'm glad you're here."
Yeah, like kind of putting, and it's like, I think it's like a pride thing. Like you have to put your pride aside to be like, oh, hey, just because like somebody didn't say exactly what I wanted them to say to me, like that does not mean they didn't mean it or feel it. Or, I mean, it's hard to assume what people think, but normally they're not thinking nearly as negatively about you as you are.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, if you're, the advice I would have to anybody listening here is, I think a lot of people, there are things that they know they can do or know they can say, and we don't do that. And sometimes it's, unfortunately it's too late.
Yeah. You have to act on it.
Yeah, you do have to act on it. So the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. I'm singing.
Oh, I can't even tell y'all how many times he has done that today. So that might be my least favorite out of the rankings here. No, I think as you kind of, dare I say, like put the bow on top of the present with all these quotes and these ideas, it's important to just allow yourself to be happy, allow yourself to give and be grateful, and all those things that sound easy but are actually really difficult reminders. But if you can just at least do one thing for somebody today, or do one thing that's a little bit outside your comfort zone, say one specific compliment that you would rather keep inside. I think that's leading us to being Christmassy at all times of the year. Yeah. What do you think?
I do too. I mean, just to have that, and nobody in the family agrees with me how good of a singer I am, but I do sing a lot. I sing my own songs.
Yeah.
More often. Yeah. So not only am I reminded of Christmas, I'm reminded of our trip to France. Because we do have video of that. But that was the song from Beauty and the Beast, Bonjour, but the whole week.
Yeah, but with the wrong words or the wrong syllable, but it is a joyful voice. We did have fun. And now I hear that song and I just giggle.
Yeah.
So.
And, whatever that is, just be joyful and don't let other people steal your thunder or steal your joy.
Yeah, you can't control what they think.
Right.
If they're not Christmassy, they can be Scrooge, but that role's already taken in this movie.
So the next one is actually, this is Santa to Buddy. So Santa to Buddy. They just lose sight of what's important in life. It doesn't mean they can't find their way again.
Ooh. Lots of thoughts. I think the first thing I think of is like second chance, and I've messed up a lot, and I'm sure anybody listening could probably agree that realistically we've all kind of messed up a lot. That's the very nature of our humanity, is that we mess up and we try to forgive each other, and I'm not very good at forgiving myself or other people, and I'm working on it. We work on things. I know you felt similar in the past. Throwing you on the bus a little bit. That's okay. Or the sleigh. Ooh. But I think finding your way, refocusing and reshifting your vision onto the things that make you who you are and make you wake up in the morning and not have to think, oh, I need to be joyful today. It's like, oh, I'm already there. I might take my vitamins. I'm good to go. I don't need to do anything else in the morning. No coffee, nothing. Just something that like gives you that kick in the butt to say, I have such a great purpose here. This is what it is. If you can refine what your purpose is, you give yourself a second chance to have a purposeful life.
Yeah. And I think with everything that has gone on the past couple of years with COVID, I think made some people lose sight. I know what we did. I was talking to a lady the other day, and I said, COVID was the best summer I think we've ever had. We've had a lot of great summers, but you guys were home and we got to hang out that whole summer, and you find your way back again. And I think with everything going on, all the stuff that's in the news, all the garbage politics that are out there, and this person being against that person, I think we've lost sight of what's important in life. Just kind of being like Fred, being a good neighbor. Yes. Looking back to what we need to get back to, and just the very basics of being a good person, being there for one another, being a good neighbor, helping each other, giving, all that kind of stuff. So I think Sienna was right there, right?
Yeah,
it doesn't mean they can't find their way again. And some of us do need to find our way again, right?
And that's and I think saying this too, like that is not something that's just universally like one person that they have to find their way. Like everybody, we're constantly redefining what our way even is, and like where to be, who to be around. It's just, you have to keep refining that so you keep becoming focused on your why and your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like, especially as I've changed into my like not my new role in the world, but kind of, I've just been redefining, well, what's my why? How can I serve other people? How can I make Christmas not seem as special just because it feels like that every day? That's the goal. That's the impact I want to have on people.
Okay, and then we're going to end with the last quote here.
I don't like that you're grinning.
Yeah, well, I grin because it does bring me cheer, because I remember back to the Christmas. I still have the decoration that you and your brother got for me. And then you might be recalling this now, but you were young then, but it was a squirrel. Yeah. So to quote Buddy, the elf, on our last piece here. So good news, I saw a dog today. All right. I don't know what that means to you, but when I see that, it's like, okay, I have a family who just kind of accepts me, and I do get a little squirrely and things like, hey, I saw a dog today. That might be like a good thing for me.
That's pretty normal for us.
So good news, I saw a dog today. I don't know how you want to end with that. That's the last quote I have, but
no, I feel like
does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh, I feel like that's how my brain works. That's how you and I's brain works all the time. And Josiah and Mom are very, like focused, and we're like, sparkly, shiny object. So I guess just like taking joy from the small things. Yeah. Especially like in fall, it's like, oh, the leaves are changing colors. Like if we could just find the joy in the small things, especially if they're like a cute little pug in particular. If I saw one, that would be the best day ever. So I don't know. I think that the joy comes from the simple things and the little things.
Mm-hmm. And we have to always be aware of it. I just think
be squirrely.
I appreciate it that, I can be Elfie, and you guys still love me. And
you're still our buddy.
Yeah, I'm still your buddy.
That's
right.
Full circle.
Right. So hopefully this brings you some joy. This brings you some happiness. I think there are some good lessons in what we've talked about here. I know some people struggle with the holidays, and that's okay. But you have to remember, we can treat every day like a holiday, just like Christmas. Right? Don't lose sight of what's important in life. Don't be a cotton-headed ninny monkey.
That was even worse than the first.
But I'll get it right. But
maybe next time.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I certainly did. But you can catch us on centerforvictory.com. And just remember, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, make this your best day yet. See you later.